se viene al canal XD.
¿Qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos. Ese follow. Sec. Gracias por el follow. A ver. Sec. What you have to tell me? Hello, great stream. Madre mía. Really? Another one? Really? Thank you, Sec, but I have to say no. Thank you, but no. A lot of people came to my stream and say exactly the same message that you. And all of them are reject. Thank you, but no. So I hope you are not offense because I saying this, but I will pass. I will pass about your offer. So thank you for your follow. If you want to unfollow my channel, there's no any problem. Okay. Thank you for your words, for your madre mía. Y cuelga su canal de Discord. Madre santa. ¿Cómo me pone de puta mala hostia, gente, que empezar el directo y que venga gente aquí a colgar sus canales de Discord, a colgar sus códigos de creadores de Fortnite? Madre mía. Pero bueno, gente, gracias a todos los que me siguen, me apoyan, activan las alertas, comparten el directo. Gracias a todos los que están aquí acompañándome. A las personitas que están viendo la repetición aquí en mi canal de Twitch. Y en especial gracias a los donadores y suscriptores del canal. Gracias por esas muestras de amor, de cariño, de afecto. Espero y deseo de corazón que se estén disfrutando la serie de The Witcher 3 así como yo. Que se le estén metiendo pero bien rico así. Así. Ya saben cómo. Y también obviamente agradecerles a toda la gente que nos sigue y que nos apoya en nuestro canal de YouTube ahí en Press Start y que están disfrutando también la serie. Se los agradecemos enormemente, gente. Espero que se la disfruten un montón y que eso les anime a decir, joder, me voy a pillar el puto de Witcher 3 y me lo voy a meter por el ojete bien sabroso, así como el verfo. Y órale.
An Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
His dear old friend. Su querido y viejo amigo. Hombre, así como que Jaskier sea... Sí, la verdad es que sí. Sí son amigos y sí se quieren. Pero bueno. Ok, hay que buscar entonces... ¿Puede ser esto? Ahí está.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It says planner.
Empieza a parecerme un tipo que se toma en serio su negocio. Tiene gracia. Jaskier planificando.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late?
Muy bien, Soltan.
Here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Vale, tenemos que leer la hojita esta antes de que nos vayamos. Por favor, dime que me vas a dar chance de leerlo. Pues no. Bueno. A ver. Pues nada. Bueno. Flores rotas. Lee la agenda de Jaskier. ¿Dónde chingados está la puta agenda? Es esta. Rosa baratre, como una rosa vergonzosa. Ok, Molly, bla, 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 bla. Flores rotas.
Still here? Looking...
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled some...
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Madre mía, voy a tener que ir a buscar a 5. De esto no me acordaba. Joder, Jaskier. Bueno.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly. Keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects. Examines it from all perspectives.
Se pone en la pintura como un puto guerrero el Jaskier. Madre mía.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Jaskier. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
Yes. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred
Hola, Matt.
swordplay.
Gracias, hermano. Gracias por la raid.
More than one, it seems.
Se viene Mate-AK47- con un viewers. Gracias y éxito.
Ahorita con eso me acabas de hacer el puto directo porque hace unos minutos vino un subnormal a poner su mensaje de que, oh, gran directo, que no sé, en inglés, ya sabes. Otro de esos mongolos que ponen su Discord. Luego, eliminado el mensaje. Yo nada más estaba atento a que lo volviera a colocar para banearlo. Dije, como lo vuelvas a colocar, te baneo. Pero qué bueno que no lo puso. Pero bueno, me regaló el follow. A lo mejor igual ya me lo quitó, no lo sé, pero aquí en el OBS yo veo el follow. Pero bueno, ya con eso.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in
¿Cómo
her
estás, Matt?
eyes or be made a fool. Well,
Buen fin, buen fin.
seems fascinated with this one.
Pareció fascinada con esta. Bueno, lógico, no, que me gustó mucho las mujeres élficas.
Myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
Mucho frío y lluvia. Joder. Hombre, a ver, no está tan mal. Friecito, lluvia. Aquí el puto calor.
Elven beauty is like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Vale, pues ya sabemos de cada una. Ahora sí, ya nos podemos ir, gente. Tenemos que ir al puto vendedor, cabrón. Necesitamos un vendedor. Y aquí tenemos uno. Y por acá tenemos otro. Ah, mira, justo aquí, cabrón. Vale, pues entonces primero vamos acá. Se
I
viene.
will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armor?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Tengo dinero de sobra, ¿eh? Es que creo que siempre les parto el ojete a estos amigos. Las 2 veces pasadas que yo jugué de Witcher en el PlayStation 4, creo que a estos amigos los reventé. Las 2 veces. Me gustaría ver qué pasa si les pago, gente. Y tengo dinero de sobra. $200 es poquito. Con un contrato de brujo saco más. A ver, se los voy a pagar.
Take this coin and leave.
That ain't how it works. Vespula's to pay or be taught a lesson.
Already given her a verbal reprimand. Now go before I teach you a lesson.
Come on. Gold's gold.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their
Desinteresada, no, mi reina.
Entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What did you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said,
Madre mía, van a empezar a ladrar a los
one
perros.
only.
Joder,
But
tío.
he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside.
Qué bien, cómo atraviesa las cuerdas
On his
la
arm.
mujer esta,
It
cabrón.
was the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse. Then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Vale, una. Vamos para el otro lado, gente. Porque aquí tenemos a otra de las chicas a las que les tenemos que preguntar. Y creo que por acá había un vendedor. Vamos a ver. No, el vendedor estaba aquí. Es con el que tenemos que ir acá. Qué raro. A ver, amigos. Ah, este vende cosas. Let's go. Vamos a ver.
Come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Eliel?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eliel was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Madre mía, puto travesti. In
Any
fact,
better?
So you're...
Eliel.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
madre mía, no sé si habrá que enterarnos, gente. Puto Jaskier, madre santa, ¿qué hiciste, cabrón? Bueno, a ver, y después, joder.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
Qué bueno.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
¿Por qué viste de esa forma? No me interesa. ¿De qué hablaste, Jaskier? ¿Y tú? ¿De qué hablaste?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
¿Cuándo viste por última vez a Jaskier?
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Thanks for your help.
I can help with
Vale, este amigo es tienda. Jugar a las cartas, cabrón. Bueno, a ver, espera.
Glad to take it.
Of course, please.
Primero hay que vender. Máscaras. Mira nada más, cabrón. Máscara de lobo. ¿Son objetos de misión? Bueno, me los compro. Y de aquí vendemos... Esto igual no lo podemos quedar. Esto quizá... No. A ver, tengo muchas espadas, gente. Tengo un huevo de espadas. Vendo esta y me quedo esta. Las que tienen huecos, gente, huecos para colocar runas. Esas no las vendan, esas hay que desmontarlas. Nos van a dar cositas buenas. ¿Vale? Entonces no las vayan a vender. Esto sí, esto también. Esto no, esto tampoco. Ahí estamos. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 20, 3, 3 y estos son 2%. Bueno, me los quedo. Vamos a jugar.
Wouldn't mind a few.
Necesito espías, cabrón. Buah, chaval, no me dieron ni un puto espía, cabrón. Ahí está el espía que esperaba. ¿Qué me conviene? ¿Levantarlo? y usarlo o esperar al siguiente turno, revivirlo. Yo creo que eso, esperar al siguiente turno, revivirlo. Bueno, espérate, quién sabe. Joder, tío. Qué mondongo. Madre santa. Ocho y 5, digo 4 y 5, 9. ¿De verdad ni un puto espía? Oh. Buah, amigo, este tiene cartas buenas, ¿eh? Oh. Le gano. Descártala después de jugarla. Elimina las cartas más fuertes en el campo de batalla. O sea, no me conviene. A ver qué juega. De verdad. A mimir. Brinde. Subimos. Vale, pasamos por aquí derecho. Me agrada. Luego nos vamos a dar cuenta en algún punto, gente, de que cuando entremos a la ciudad por uno de los puentes, no me acuerdo por qué puente, van a estar quemando a ese elfo, gente. Tenemos que impedir que lo quemen. Y él nos va a ayudar. Va a ser un vendedor.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
Lo haré si me dais un recibo.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt. Wouldn't want to lose anything.
Drawing it up for you now.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
You'll never learn. Damn.
Denme mi espada, cabrones. Bueno. Ojo, otro vendedor. Madre mía. Sí. Bueno, a ver, espérate. Ese vendedor está acá. ¡Ah!
Oh, Temple Guard let even you into the city. Huh? I'm watching you. Big on.
Aquí estás este.
Welcome.
¡Wow! Partida de Went.
We get some cards.
Muy buena mano. Cojonuda. Vesemir no tanto, a ver. Bueno, a ver, dos señuelos. Otro. A ver, ¿cuánto tiene? 13. Entonces tiro uno de 8. Un 6 y un 8. Seis y 8. Facilito. Mira, mira, mira. Wow. Viene y me sale esta carta. Wow, chaval. Pues casi igual, tío. Creo que le gano, ¿eh? Creo que le gano. El tipo no parece tener más cartas. Ya, cuando comienzan a tirar mierda es que ya. Oh, amigo. Te voy a reventar, cabrón. Para que se te quite. Por andarle jugando al vivo. Bueno.
I see the honourable
Bruja
gentleman is not...
sepulcral.
Fine.
what?
A ver qué tienes, amigo. Estatuilla de Melitele.
Thanks.
Come again? Cheap as it gets.
Okay, all right.
Peluquerinsky. Que no voy a pasar por el peluquero.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever. Where do
Qué bien, una escuela y dentro de la escuela cerveza. No podía esperar menos, cabrón.
We're done for the day. Catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. This one's got.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
¿Lo has visto últimamente?
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snaky whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. Thanks for your help.
Vamos a ver qué más tiene por aquí esta chica. Bien. A lo que sigue. Uy, aquí tenemos una... Joder. Sí. Quita. Ah, está cerrado. Cerrado. Sí, claro.
You drunk?
Shoot! Shoot!
You're an artist?
No.
Never heard of that.
In the mood for some...
Venga, gordis. Tío. Es buena, la quemadura es buena, joder. Pero... bueno. Mamá. Igual y esta no la gano, Igual y esta no la ganamos, gente. Pasó. Doce y 6, 18. Ah, la cagué. Bueno. Pues yo creo que sí le ganamos, ¿no? Facilito. La tiro. Aquí ya le gané. ¿Por qué le va al rival si tiene 0 cartas? En automático ya tendría que no jugar. Le compramos porque seguramente que vende cositas, cartitas. Todos los posaderos venden. Oye, no, esta no vende. Bueno, le vendemos todas estas mierdas.
Farewell.
Bueno. Habla con Molly y con Rosa Atre. Ok, estamos cerca. Estamos cerca. Primero, pues vamos aquí con esta chica. Mira, que hay otro vendedor. ¿Este que vende? Ah, este ya... No, con este ya pasamos aquí. No voy a poder entrar. Wow, ¿cómo le hacías para pasar?
This Baronet's La Valette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Hay que aceptar e ir de una vez, gente, para desbloquear el viaje rápido a las carreras. Madre mía. Sí, sí, sí.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way then.
Un bocadillo.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Jaskier, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
¿Saben que vengo a buscar a la tal Molly? Y la vieja esta le asigna tareas.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
A ver, si pierdo no pierdo nada, ¿no? Al parecer.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Aunque tiene mucha estamina, ¿no?
Heard tales of Zerrikanian horses.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Se viene, gente, por favor, no me falles.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Hey-ya!
Mucha estamina, ¿no? Pues bueno.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory.
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Claro que sí, por supuesto que les voy a...
I'm Molly, my lord.
Les voy a hablar cuando tengamos que regresar.
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again.
Jaskier me salvó. Sí, sí, claro, bueno, si no fuera por él.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
Bueno.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Esa fue la solicitud. Bueno, pues... facilito.
These days, hair-brained, all of them.
Vamos a aprovechar, gente, ahorita que estamos lejos. Vuelve a Novigrado con Boris y la baronesa. Vale. Vamos a ese pueblo de ahí. Aprovechando que no estamos tan lejos, vamos a ese pueblo. Agarramos todos los contratos y ya después regresamos a Novigrado. Bueno, aquí hay viaja rápido. Let's go. El tablero de anuncios, aquí está.
Giddy up.
Let's fucking go. Espérame. ¿Hacia dónde voy, cabrón? Es para acá. Bueno, joder. F5.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lots. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
Tenéis que regresar.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this? I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Let these people pass.
Yes, sir.
Puto Jedi, cabrón.
Thank you.
Déjalos pasar.
We got nowhere to go back to. Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was cast in a different mold than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Downwarren's at the foot of the hill. Folks say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Información que cura.
Slow now.
¿Qué tal, muchachos? Puto Jedi. ¿Cómo los convenzo, cabrón? Déjalos pasar, hombre. Sé buena onda. Sé un hombre de bien. Ayuda al prójimo. Pero vamos a ver. Ahí está. Si no mal recuerdo, gente, aquí vamos a regresar en algún punto. A hacer una misión o un contrato de brujo, estoy seguro. Entonces ahorita no nos metemos ahí.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Y finalmente, aquí la última persona con la que tenemos que hablar. Joder, tío, de verdad, siempre hay pleito.
Keep your distance.
What do you want?
Ah, necesito un profesor de esgrima.
Want to see Rosa Atra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now. Thanks for it, bloody bum.
Vale. Eso quiere decir que hay otra forma de entrar.
Think you're funny?
Pues sí que la hay. Aceite para constructos mejorado. Nos hacen falta varios aceites, de mejorar. Y las bombas, no te digo. A las bombas.
Someone placed an illusion here. Just wonderful. Extracto de aliviador.
Qué hijos de la gran puta. Quería prenderla, pero bueno, no se pudo. ¿Qué cojones? ¿A dónde estoy yendo? Pues no. Mierda, gente. ¿Por dónde cojones podemos entrar a la mansión de esa chica?
Interesting.
Querida Rosa, desde el primer momento en que puse la vista en ti, esa aciaga velada en casa de Begelbund, mi corazón solo ha latido por ti. No puedo comer ni dormir y mi maestro amenaza terminar con mi aprendizaje y ni tan siquiera sé si te acuerdas de mí. Albert Begelbund nos presentó cerca de la mesa del capón asado y yo estaba comiendo un trozo cuando te vi. Me atraganté y empecé a ahogarme y tú te echaste a reír. Oh, cuán dulce, cuán radiante reías. Ese sonido maravilloso aún resuena en mis oídos hasta el día de hoy y vivo con la esperanza de que me des la ocasión, bla bla, puto simp de mierda, ahí. Así como yo, con mi ex, cabrón. No mames. Ahí les dedicas todos los detalles, todo el amor y... bueno. Pasa de noche, cabrón. Quita, bobo. Aquí la bronca es cómo le haces para entrar.
Bloody bum. What do you want?
Rosavar Atr.
Come with me. hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Hay prioridades, amigo. Primero hay que lootear.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. The ambassador, follow me.
Inventario. ¿Dónde está la espada de madera? Es tan pocha la espada de madera que ni siquiera existe en el inventario. Qué bien.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Mistake.
Stop flaunting and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Drat it! You're quick!
Ever fight a witcher?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
Hombre, si te reventé.
Really? And who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Los guardias me dejaron entrar. Para que pierdan el trabajo, cabrón. Soy un brujo, estoy aquí por trabajo.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Mucho.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Rat it! You're quick! Stop flaunting and fight! with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop taunting, fight! Drat it! You're quick! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
¿Por qué no?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna! What? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Let's go. es mañana, aquí mismo. Ve a la residencia de los Banatre mañana para darle a Rosa una clase de esgrima. F5, vamos a ver si funciona esto. Joder.
Swix.
Pues no. No funcionó. ¿Por qué no me marca la misión? Ve a la residencia Baratre mañana para darle a Rosa una clase de esgrima.
Greetings!
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk near Temple Bridge.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting...
Muy bien. ¿Por qué no me sorprende, cabrón? Cuidado en la casa de Encantada y el mercader tramposo. Venga, vamos a dar unas clasecillas de esgrima. Cómo enterrar la espada.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Varatra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right.
Vamos.
Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
We were supposed to train, not go for a walk.
I know, Geralt. Now stop harping on about it and let's go.
Ooh.
Mira ese culillo.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing
Este está enfermita, quiere pelear con espada de verdad.
If that's what the lady wishes, just don't want to see anyone crying later.
I've a hanky for you just in case. On guard.
Let's dance. You all right?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
All right, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far. Seven Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Vamos a ver. ¿Para dónde fue? La chiquilla esta.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll send to her ourselves.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
And you wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings, that you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was wrong.
You should go home now, and take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt, and good luck on the path.
Mongola. Bueno, creo que si agarramos la otra opción, quedabas bien con ella y creo que había Snusnu, creo, no lo sé. Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué sigue para nosotros, gente? Destino Skellig. Tenemos que ir... ¿Qué nivel somos ya? 14. Tenemos estas cositas. Mira, 14. Pero claro, es que todo esto ya no es aquí en Novigrado. Esto sí, búsqueda del tesoro. Encuentra los diagramas de la escuela del gato. Es que nivel 23, cabrón. Telita con lo de la escuela del gato. A ver. Consulta con Sultan. Vamos con Sultan, gente. Había un viaje rápido ahí para la... Sí, sí hay un viaje rápido. Venga. Creo que si entramos por acá o por aquí. Bueno. Después.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Sultan, you old bun? What? Ah, you're back! You met Bobby? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Came with their own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? Weren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Of dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troveritz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how Dandelion handled meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
Se enamoró de él mismo. Bueno.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Bueno, gente, pues vamos. Hay que hablar con esa chica. Porque ella es la mejor pista que tenemos para poder llegar a Jaskier. Epa, aquí hay otro vendedor.
The best stocking. No need to put. Very good.
Up for a few rounds.
Bueno. Qué bien. Vamos, amiguito. No me ganas, cabrón. ¿Pasa? No. Espera. Espera. Que tire cartas. Tíralas, amigos. Si quieres ganar, tíralas. 23. Ahí está, 28. Bien. Bien, 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 bien. Cinco y 7. 5 y 7, 12, ¿no? Pero claro, es que yo desperdiciaría la cura de Yen, cabrón. Voy a tener que tirar a estos dos amigos, ¿verdad? 6:11. Está. Del Tiri. Todas estas cartas. De principio, cabrón. Ya es la última ronda, hay que quemarlas. Para. Bueno. Ya no me ganas, amigo. Y a ver, ¿qué tienes, cabrón? ¿Qué me ofreces? Cartitas de Went. No tiene cartas. Mierda. Bueno. Le ganamos y le quitamos su cartita. Let's go. F5. Vamos a buscar a la chica esta. Villanos. A chuparla.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
A esta pobre chica luego la ponen. Creo que le dejan un ojo morado y no sé qué, creo. Dios. ¿Cómo hicieron todo esto los cabrones de Project Red, cabrón? Y ahora que van a usar el Unreal Engine 5 para el The Witcher 4 y el Cyberpunk 2077-2. Si esto se veía bien con su motor gráfico, ahora que usen el Unreal Engine 5, madre mía.
It's the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet.
Muy bien. Ese ya folló. Ese ya folló. Y puede ser que estos también. Vamos, Gerald. Ponele sentimiento, cabrón.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again! And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music.
Era la tabernera, ¿se acuerdan? La que ayudamos.
Capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Maldita vieja. Todavía que la ayudamos.
To introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
There's a good reason I don't pour my heart out to bards. They always babble, as you just demonstrated. But listen, besides giving you the details of my affairs, did Dandelion mention his own plans, where he might be going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven, what's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Horson Jr.'s lair. Then Horson's men chased him all over town.
Horson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuben, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Horson first. And Siggy Reuben. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Horson, but Reuben runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry it. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well,
Madre mía, la que se viene, gente, porque... Uf. Si no mal recuerdo... les ayudas. Luego tienes que actuar en una obra de teatro. Joder. La cantidad de cosas que se van a venir. Caca. Zumo, fruta, una jarra. Una albóndiga. Vámonos. Quiten, joder. Vale, estamos aquí, cerquitita.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuben will have time to see you.
Wanna bet?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
No que no, pequeña rata inmunda.
Siggy Reuben cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
Hombre, un bañito caliente, cabrón.
Your equipment will be safe. Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
You were right.
Nice.
And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered him to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body copy. Won't find any better.
And this is a simple matter. Horse.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Junior's a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
None of your business.
Your friend got a death wish. No, just short on manners. Witches aren't exactly the sophisticated urban types.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
¿Le dan la masa? Dame la puta espada, cabrón.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Bueno.
Orson Junior sends his regard. Keep it together, lads.
We need one alive!
Bueno, si no pueden poner con él, ya sería demasiado, ¿no?
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
How are you, Reuven? Disappeared for a few years there, only to reappear here in Novigrad?
Oh, I've been here, there. Spent some time in Zerrikania, matter of fact.
What did you do in the desert?
Sought oneness with nature. Magical place, really. But I missed civilization, so I'm back. Aim to plant roots in Novigrad, become a respected citizen. And who knows, someday, maybe even a town councillor.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting. What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Horson? Find me first.
Ahora le vamos a dar importancia al puto enano ese de mierda.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste. Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve.
¿Sabias palabras?
Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings.
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Bueno. Ojito con el pasadizo secreto, ¿eh?
Be so kind as to follow me.
Pues vámonos, gente.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Time out.
Got things to do myself. Oh, Bart. Not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that. Now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hurt. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadless.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. What's there? Siggy Bart take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine.
You're not exactly bursting within
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Madre mía, la cantidad de mandanga que hay en esta misión, gente, se van a... Es que...
Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well.
Está fuera de...
Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
Está fuera de sentido.
Florence, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Vamos a ver si me lo puedo hacer todo de una sentada, gente, para poder seguir adelante con la misión principal.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. But look, won't go. But look, no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Once see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
Valoro mucho las vidas de mis hombres, pero próxima es la mía. Solté a Fonse y salí echando leches. ¿Qué clase de algo?
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Ideal para un brujo. Muy bien.
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Vale, ahí tengo la poción ya.
Dandelion, what the hell have you got yourself into? Out. Something inside blew it wide open. All two. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it without taking that antidote? Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Getting harder to breathe. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Damn it,
Drowners.
gotta get out when I can.
Of course.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out when I can. Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out when I can.
What now, you piece of filth?
Madre mía. Vale. Papá, aumenta la probabilidad de impactos críticos. Sí.
Come on.
The thug Dijkstra hired.
You like that silver?
Se me desconecta el mando, gente, madre mía. En buen momento.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Need to burn the corpses. Definitely came through here. Never stop congregating.
Está bugueado, ¿no? Tendré que salir ahí un bicho, pero...
Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Gold. Probably fell out of one of Dijkstra's crates. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Vuelve a la casa de baños y habla con Dijkstra. Aprovechando, hacemos como que leemos.
Got a minute? I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonz.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Ni yo, cabrón.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contains sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Como siempre, cabrón, el que va a encontrar es Gerald.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty is beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trust
Bueno, más te vale, amigo.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Ay, madre mía.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel? Who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Sí. Vámonos a investigar. Ah, pensé que me iba a poder tirar por ahí. O bueno. Quitar. Vamos a hacerse un lado. ¿Qué pasa, el brujo? Bueno, no nos queda lejos. Vamos. Ah. Pero te voy a aprovechar.
How can I be of...
Got some coin I'd like...
You've come to the right place.
Wow, 246 coronitas. Let's go. Tan, tan,
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. Footprints. Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
Ni siquiera lo vi.
A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year.
El vino del año que naciste es espléndido. Tiene un buque sorprendente. Pruébalo, pero después devuelve la botella donde la encontraste.
Must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres. .45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Wyvern oil. Siri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Si estás leyendo esto significa que habrá resuelto mi acertijo, por lo cual te felicito. También significa que aún no te habrán atrapado y que seguirás en novigrado, lo cual me preocupa enormemente. No sé exactamente qué harías en la isla del templo, pero Menge está furioso contigo y no descansará hasta que te capture. Te desuelle viva y te queme en la hoguera. Y ahora que ha puesto sus arpas santurronas encima del tesoro de Dijkstra, puede encontrar a hombres suficientes para registrar el triple de casas que hay en esta ciudad. Yo soy un Doppler y podré esconderme, pero tú debes huir mientras puedas. Postdata, ni se te ocurra intentar liberar a Jaskier de las garras de Menge. Es imposible, pero conociendo a nuestro amigo conseguirá escabullirse de algún modo, o al menos espero que lo haga. Postdata, perdona que no tenga cómo poner en contacto, perdona que no te diga cómo ponerte en contacto conmigo, pero 1, tienes que huir, ¿recuerdas? Y 2, Melitele cuida de aquellos que cuidan de sí mismos.
clumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Instructions on how to build a bomb, signed by one Kalkstain. Instructions on how to build a bomb, signed by one Kalkstain.
Vamos.
Dijkstra and Triss. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel me lo contó todo.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
All right, I lied. But only partly.
Heard of beasts that are half lion, half eagle. Maidens who are half fish. But you'll never convince me there's such a thing as a half-truth.
I'll give it a shot anyway. Didn't actually see Henkel, but Menge does have your treasure.
Take it you learned this by peering into a crystal ball.
Maybe. Trade secret.
You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard.
Ni modo.
Ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Vamos pues.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Siri, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Siri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Sí. Joder, pues, gente. Epa. ¿Se teleportó? A ver, ¿me queda lejos? No me queda lejos. Mira, me queda justo aquí, cabrón. F5. Mira, ahí. Pescado y brazo. Venga. De regalo. En la compra de 5 pescados, un brazo. Vale, vale, vale. Ya llegamos aquí. Durante medianoche con Triss en el santuario del fuego.
Eternal fire, why me?
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No. Not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
Muy bien.
Still got a bad feeling about this.
Se viene.
But tough. Let's go.
Se viene, gente.
Que se armen los pinches chingadazos.
I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
On the L4?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by, with my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
The eternal flame will burn.
Mama.
Beware.
Quita.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Why? Feel sorry for the bitch?
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menga, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry.
Una madame
Menga will
estupenda.
give you
Bueno,
the coin,
vamos a ver.
And Marigold will get what she deserves.
No torture till I get there. Got it?
Got it. No torture.
What? The Horson's casting spells. Get him!
Spread out!
Show me what you got.
Bueno, vamos a ver. Se necesita una llave.
Ever fight a witcher?
Facilito. No podemos correr. Buah, chaval, todo lo que hay aquí para robar, madre mía. Lingotes raros. Cuchillos para untar. Perfecto.
I think that's all of them. That was close. Axie in a crowd? Geralt, there was no way that could work.
Sorry. I couldn't let them torture you. You mean too much to me.
We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion.
Nunca, no recordaba si podía funcionar Axia en grupo o no.
Might start with the desk.
Caleb, tengo nuevas instrucciones relativas a la organización de la ejecución siguiente. Cuando puedas reunirte, pon tu libro sagrado en la caja de depósito que se encuentra en la columna del altar de fuego eterno. En la columna del altar del fuego eterno, en la esquina suroeste de los restos. Nos encontraremos en el lugar de siempre. No le digas a nadie dónde vas, ni lleves a nadie contigo. Quema esta carta después de leerla. Propiedad de Caleb Menge. Que las llamas purifiquen, bla, 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 bla.
Find anything?
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something's sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
I found a letter to Menge from someone important. A spy, I think.
Spy?
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help. He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration there.
I'm not so sure.
Key to a vault? No address? Why do I doubt this'll make Dijkstra smile?
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
Meaning glass is half full?
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate. This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment? I'd appreciate it. All right. We need to get out of here.
Epa, mira. Joder. Por ahí. Oh, chaval, estoy pesado. Chinga.
there. Mr. Reuben wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere, and 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much
Cállate y escucha.
Give me that.
Pavila.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark? No scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion.
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlack. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in far corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
Thanks for your help.
No need to thank me. Just paying off a debt. I always do, you know. Even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Ojo con eso. No les intentar engañarme nunca. Vale. Pues gente. Hay que ir a vender. Madre mía, estoy pesado. Es que la cagué, gente. No tendré que haber utilizado Axia. Mírala, mírala. Eso, así, camínale, bebé. Quita. Ay, no, pero este vende libros, gente. Este no me va a comprar espadas. Este comerciante no. Tendría que ser hasta acá. Ah, su perra madre, no sé en dónde. Mira, con el herrero también aquí. Bueno, a ver, vamos a ver qué le podemos vender al que está aquí. Ya estamos aquí.
Open up.
Vamos a ver qué le podemos vender al tipo este.
What are you?
Ah, no, sí le podemos vender. Worth it. $50 de vigor. Creo que mi silla... Mira, 100. Te la vendo. La cerveza también. Las muñecas, esto. Y libros. Que no pesan nada, así que...
See you.
Uf, qué bueno que sí le pudimos vender al amigo este. Bueno, ¿en qué estamos, gente? Misiones. A ver. El tesoro del conde Rubén. Utiliza tus sentidos de dibujo para encontrar la caja de depósito. Coloca ahí el libro sagrado para indicar que quieres verte con el espía. Ya somos nivel 15, cabrón. Y se vienen cositas. A lo mejor ya podría hacer un contrato nivel 20. Siendo ya nivel 15. Hombre, 5 niveles, ¿no? Yo creo que es factible. No perdemos nada. Pero bueno, vamos a hacer esto, gente, porque... cuanto antes, mejor, cabrón. ¿Por la escalera? No.
Eternal fire, perhaps? Father of all, hear my prayer.
Must be the drop box. Gave the signal. Spies should show up in far corners before midnight.
Eternal fire, deliver us from all evil in body and soul.
Pizza rank.
Preséntate en el lugar acordado a medianoche. ¿Dónde está el lugar acordado? Ah, qué hijo de la gran puta. La tengo fácil. La tengo facilita. Teleport. Aquí. Nadamos. Cruzamos y listo. Se viene.
Now just to hide and wait. Blind man would even spot me here. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
Pero es que se supone que Geralt se tendría que sentar, gente. Cojones.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an
Es que si yo no mal recuerdo, Geralt se tendría que sentar en el balde.
Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited.
Vale.
Eternal fire. Lift from all evil, embody eternal.
Preséntate en el lugar acordado a medianoche. De nuevo. Pero creo que ahora sí lo vamos a hacer bien. Porque yo en realidad me esperé ahí hasta que fuera la medianoche. Pero en realidad es que te tienes que esperar aquí hasta que sea la medianoche, aquí en la casa.
just to hide and wait. Blind man would even spot me here. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
Ahí está. Era así como se tenía que hacer, gente.
Triss? How'd you know to... Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming. Hide.
Manga.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started. You must be thinking, this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough! Enough!
So, gonna talk?
Como no, si lo tiene agarrado de los huevos.
Just tell me what the fuck about!
Where'd Manga hide Sicky Reuven's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl with pain again.
Yeah, and yet I still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
I won't say. No way.
Sure about that?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Manga?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take a city whose mages are gone.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Manga captured him.
That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel. You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle. In the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menga's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menga's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Bueno.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
Why? I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped...
It's not so bad, I promise.
Peace, lay, and gay.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island. And he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenford, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right. We need to get out of here.
Cuenta con ello, bebé. Teleport. No entiendo por qué Geralt detesta los teleports. Oh. Sí. Mierda. Bueno, no está tan lejos. Queremos snoo. Se viene, gente, let's get. Mientras estoy matando a tus compañeros, no me puedes pegar. ¿Vale?
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk? Yes, Geralt?
What did you want to talk about?
I got a strange message. Don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in the letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
Who's this Ingrid Vegelbud?
The Vegelbuds are one of the city's most influential families. Somewhat atypical, the women have been in charge for generations.
Madre mía, ya casi van a ser las 6, gente. Y yo no he comido. Yo creo que ya aquí le vamos a ir dejando. Ya son casi 4 horitas del capítulo.
Though the balls probably serve her business interests in some way. Don't like this at all, but you seem determined. Not about to let you deal with it alone.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Gotta be kidding me. He tell you to come holding a red rose?
He doesn't mention flowers, but I won't refuse if you feel like giving me some.
It's a fish market, Triss. Be able to get you some salted cod at best. Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure that note didn't come from the witch hunters. Then you come in.
Fine. Let's meet there.
Bueno, gente. Voy a ir a reparar. Voy a ir a vender. Eso no lo van a ver. Eso va a ser fuera del directo. Y el siguiente capítulo seguimos apoyando a Triss, ¿vale? Muchas gracias a todos los que se pasaron aquí por el directo. Se los agradezco de verdad. Gracias, Matt. Gracias por la raid. A las personitas que estuvieron ahí lurkeando. Espero que les haya gustado el capítulo, gente. Ahí, avanzando. Poco a poco sobre la misión principal. Tenemos que liberar a Jaskier, gente. Para que Jaskier nos diga qué coño le pasó a Siri, ¿vale? Y todo eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Bueno, si se nos cruzan algunas misiones secundarias, pues también las haremos. Porque también nos tenemos que craftear cositas bien chulas. Aquí el juego también tiene un crafteo muy muy bueno. Y pues nada más, gente, gracias por haberme acompañado, gracias por haber visto la repetición a quienes la vieron, gracias a las donaciones, a las suscripciones y por supuesto no se les olvide, dense una vuelta a nuestro canal de YouTube, Press Start, el enlace está aquí en mi canal de Twitch, píquenle, los va a mandar para allá. Si por algún motivo o algo el enlace no funciona, nos pueden encontrar en YouTube como Press Start 1321, gente, Press Start 1321, todo junto. Y vean las series, vean el contenido, si les gusta algo suscríbanse, es gratis suscribirse, no cuesta nada. Y nada más, gente, nos recomiendan ahí con familiares y amigos que ustedes sepan que les gustan los videojuegos, ¿vale? Los quiero un montón, les mando un abrazo, sigan pasando muy bonito fin de semana. Yo soy Berfumet39, continuamos presionando Start. Bye bye.